Hello, beautiful people and fellow whiners, and welcome to another episode of A Little Something to Whine About with your hosts, Chevaun Camille.
And I am Michelle.
Where we whine while we whine, WINE, about life, love, relationships, culture, and more, because sometimes you just need to whine a little. Today is Fifth Wednesday. We are doing Journey to Fitness. So we are taking a break. This is a dry episode. So we do whine while we whine, but won't be no wine this week. We're going to whine while we water. So for all of those people who know, every week we tell you grab a glass of your favorite red, white, rosé, sparkling cider, or water. We are with the water group today.
We are with the water group today.
So okay, grab what you need, because we have grabbed what we need for this journey to fitness. But if you're going to drink wine, we suggest red wine because that's supposed to be healthy for you. So do that. But do whatever you got to do and join us on the couch, or your elliptical, whatever you're happening to do.
Wherever your happy place is. Mine is not in the gym. Yes. Hey, everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful, productive week. Yes, this is our Journey to Fitness episode. We have these every quarter because we know fitness is literally just that, a journey. And this is not our first time whining about this here journey. So what we have decided to do on this first Journey to Fitness episode for 2022 is we decided to grab one of our favorite people, which is the owner, CEO of Fit Church. For those who are return fellow liners, I have raved about this program. So we decided to have him as a guest. So before we get started, because we don't have no wines to introduce, we're going to let our guest introduce himself and tell a little bit about the program before we get all up into the nicks and crannies of this topic.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. Thank you to Little Something About Wine podcast for having me. Thank you to you, Chevaun. And I don't know which name you want to be called, Michelle.
It don't matter.
Well, thank you too. My name is Scott. I got Fit Church right there, but I should name it my real name. My name is Scott Bello. I own Fit Church. Fit Church has been around a year and 6 months now. This is the 6th month. So we're a year and 6 months. We here by God's grace, absolutely. There's no question it's by God. We just hit, on Monday, I just hit my 7,600th member that it came through Fit Church. Those numbers sound good, but it ain't number God.
Right.
I had a vision. I had a goal. What I wanted was I used to own kickboxing studios. That's what I used to do. I had things called I Love Kickboxing, loved it. It was great. But I wanted to do something first with God in it, right? I'm a crazy dude, right? So I know the only person that keep me sane is him. And I wanted to put him in my life and in my business, especially in fitness. What I decided to do, truthfully, is open up Fit Church in the middle of the pandemic, where people said that things was going bad, but it wasn't. I believe inside every storm, God doing something, right? So I opened up right in the middle, and I wanted to do something that was different. I wanted to do something where I looked at all the diets, I looked at all the things and the reasons why people didn't come to my studio, right? And I packed them together, wrote them down, the pros and cons, and said, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to disrupt the personal training industry. That's what I love to do. If you ask me, what do I call myself? I don't call myself an entrepreneur. I call myself a disruptor. Every industry that I go to, I want to change it. I want to fold it, flip it, turn on its head. And that's what I did. I took the personal training industry and took you from your gym, which you was normally going to, and put you in the app. And now everything you eat, everything you drink will be recorded live. I give you meal plans and everything. We're toxic. I like to see it all. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. So inside of that, it gave opportunity for a 21-day program. And I sat down with about 3 nutritionists and went over and constantly hold over what's the best ways for people to lose weight virtually, because that's the key. I need you to do this virtually. How can I get the majority of mass of people's body? Because everybody's body is different. So the majority, and then the other ones we work personally. And that's what Fit Church is. The average female loses 15 to 20 pounds, 4 to 7 inches every 21 days. We now have 2 sides. We have a side for working out, for losing weight. Then we got the side called Build, which is, I think that's what you and
yes. I have been on both sides. Okay.
Yeah.
I have been on both sides.
Of course, because you can't go through with Fit Church. You can't go into no side. You got to go through that first phase. You got to.
Y'all, as somebody who has been through 4 phases of the losing side, I did 1 phase of the build right after doing the losing side, which I don't know what I was thinking when I did that, but I said, hey, try it. Crazy. Then I waited a while and I went back in January through the losing side. And then he said, no, I need you on the build side. So now I'm on the 2nd phase of the build side. When I tell y'all, I think it's the only thing I ain't done is the wellness, but I'm good with what I have. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, one thing I can appreciate about the program is the accountability piece. The accountability piece really shifted my habits. I'm not gonna say my mindset, my habits, because one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. I don't need nobody looking at me, asking me, oh, well, you not holding up your part. Excuse me. That's the thing for me. So, and I think it's because I've been on teams and different things like that. So when you've been on those type things, you get that mentality. No man left behind, but every man has to pull their own weight, or woman has to pull their own weight. So that was, oh yeah, you're not gonna call me out, but I am gonna call you out if you gonna cause me to do some more stuff. So it was that, but in that it helped to create a habit.
I think that right there is the number one thing that all females tell me, because y'all females, y'all hate to be the one. Whoever the one is, we don't even know who the one is, but y'all hate to be the one. That's what y'all word is.
I'm not the one. Okay.
I'm not gonna be the one. You know what I mean? So knowing that, I use that as the driving force to, now I know you're gonna get the workouts done because you don't want to be the one. Like, you know what I mean? So you're gonna push and do whatever you gotta do. And even those days y'all tired, you feel like you can't do it, all those things. You're like, you know what? I ain't gonna be the one though. I'm not gonna be the one.
It would be sometimes where it was like, it's 11:30. I got 30 minutes. Yeah. We're gonna have to get to look, all right, Jesus. But then it's good because it's the one thing I can appreciate are the groups. Putting us in the groups, you find that you might not be the only late person. Usually it's another person that's on their later schedule with you. So you don't feel alone. I think that's a part of this journey to fitness. We feel sometimes when you're going through it, you feel alone. I'm the only one. Everybody else, according to what you see, everybody has their body. Everybody has this. I feel, excluded, alone. So the group setting definitely has a shift on your mindset. What made you think to put people in groups? Because like you said, you sound like, I'm pretty sure you did going through this program. I know you did, but what made you go this group? How do you pick the groups? Is it just, okay, these people go? Like, that's always a question for me.
That's funny. So how did I decide to do groups? Well, groups work for the accountability. That's just what it is. And the truth is, you said it, your spouse, your best friend, your auntie, your sister, they don't always be on the same journey with you at the same time. All right. Like you're trying to lose weight and they're eating pizza and you're, you know what I mean? And you're standing there and you're by yourself. Right. And you ain't got no choice now because you don't have no friends. You're not accountable. You don't got a place to go. to be like, y'all, he over here eating pizza while I'm sitting here and eating this daggone half a plate over here. Like, you don't got no place. Well,
I don't have a plate. That's a saucer. Let's look.
yeah.
It's not a plate. Okay.
So I said, the groups, because then there's something special about the accountability of groups. You ask me, I always say, me and my staff, we always laugh because God does, when I do orientations, I say, hey, anybody come on the orientation, I'm gonna do it on Wednesday, I'm gonna do it on Thursday, 7 p.m. Simple, right? So once you get on, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of y'all go in the groups. 1, 2, 3. That's how I do it. But I don't know how God does it. The 10 people in the group, they have things in common. There's always a person that works out late. There's a crier. There's a person that prays for people. There's an emotional person. There's always everything you need in that group, and they love each other. They become a family with each other.
Yes. Yeah. Me and my group, my original group,
yeah.
we still have our own group on Marco Polo. Like we still talk. Like even with us going, because everybody's except for I think one person is back into the program for whatever reasons. In fact, it was a group discussion. We're all going back, right? Yes, we all need to be in the same group. So it's truly a thing, and it is truly a community. And he's right. You do build that, because my group, even now with us being in different things, they'll go, well, how is Bill? Well, over here wellness. Well, over here doing this, and look, let me tell y'all about these exercises. I'm on team modification. Like we still have our own camaraderie amongst each other, and we meet outside of it. Roberta's birthday's coming up this weekend, so we'll be seeing her. So you do, and y'all. That's why I was like, how did y'all pick these groups? Because the group that I'm in now, it's only 3 of us, and I was like, oh, okay, but I get it. Like we gonna do this.
Y'all had no choice but to bond with each other. You see each other at your most vulnerable states, right? Because the first thing in the morning, everybody got to weigh in, and y'all voices be deep. First thing in the morning, you know how y'all ladies do. Y'all wake up, you be like,
you'll be hearing toilets and showers running.
Yep, you be like, good morning. This is my weigh in. I'll be like, who husband in there weighing in? Who husband?
Hello.
So, and then you see people in bonnets, you know what I mean? Because your first couple of days, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Chevaun, the first couple of days, everybody got their best outfits from Fashion Nova on the first 3 days. On that 4th day, doing the workouts, Chevaun, they come in there, whatever sports bra ain't matching their leggings, they with a bonnet on, they're like, you gonna get this body. You gonna get whatever.
Get what you get.
You gonna get what you get. So everybody gets
hungry. By the 4th day, you bad. Okay, I'm hungry.
So everybody become family. You done seen the kids come in the camera. Hey, right in the middle of the camera. Now I know Johnny. Now me and Johnny cool. I start asking about him. You know what I mean? or my favorite is this. You doing your exercise. Shut up. Didn't I tell you? I'm like, I know that's right. Get them right.
Like they gonna say she abusing these kids. These kids got mental problems. Like your goddaughter was being your goddaughter. And in the middle of my workout, I sat up and said, look, please don't make me have to get up from doing these straight legs. Because if I have to come over there, I'm gonna straight kick your behind. Like
I had the best video I ever had the other day. A lady was recording. So she was like, hey guys, doing my water check. You know what I mean? I think this is like bottle 16 or whatever. So then in the background, her husband, he says, she been cheating. She been in here eating the raw things. And so she goes, shut up, I'm live. Shut up. And she cut the camera off. I was in tears. I came back. I said, well, look like we know who was cheating. I mean, I think that's it right there. I think that's it.
Like, so wrong with you, and I would be so pissed because I'd be like, man, you know damn well I ain't been cheating. What you not about to do? I've been over here struggling, sweating, trying to make myself sweat. I'm wearing all types of waist trainers, sweatsuits. This stupid. Don't you would see us arguing.
Hey, that was a whole argument I know in that house because she was pissed. But she was cheating. She said, yeah, I was cheating, but he ain't had to call me out. Oh, don't be mad at him. He doing God's work for you, sis. He doing God's work, okay?
Are you accountable?
Yeah, he hold you accountable. So,
no,
and we get that a lot in Fit Church. Like I get that a lot. Like I get husband and wife in the program together. That's the most hilarious because you get a wife will hit me on the side and say, hey, he already planned on eating fried chicken later on. I'm just like, no. I'll be like, what? So then now I go to him and say, hey, bro, what you gonna eat for dinner? He like, huh? What you gonna eat for dinner? Ain't no huh? And so husband and wives be snitching on each other, man. And it'd be hilarious because, and I don't go say nothing because I like, you know, that's my informant. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my informant gonna let me know.
Tell.
I ain't breaking up no marriage either. You know what I mean? That's a whole breakup.
That's another thing. Right.
That's
another thing in reference to something that I remember when I first joined the church. He was like, your husband, Rob. I was like, yeah. He's a personal trainer. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're not working out with him? Mm-mm. Because we're gonna end up getting a divorce. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because I can't leave it at the gym. I can't. I'm sorry. Oh, you wanted me to do what? Oh, okay. So when we get home, just know this conversation is coming up.
Baby, I can't move my leg like that because maybe you gave them extra squats you gave me at the gym. Yeah. Sorry about that. You know, me and my wife, it's hard for me and her too. Every time I work her out, it's a whole argument because, you know, the argument is just because she can. You know what I mean? You know, y'all women, she can. So if I be like, babe, you know you're not supposed to eat that. Mind your business. I'm like, okay, fine. You know what I mean?
Don't have the conversation with me that I've already had with myself, but I then convince myself of the other.
But then if it was a trainer saying it, it's a different story. But me, you know what I mean? I get snapped at.
It's the intimacy level.
None of my business. No.
It's the intimacy level.
Not my business. My bad. You know, I did want to rub on your thigh later. So let me shut up. Let me shut up.
Oh, don't touch it.
let me mind my business. Boo, you can have that. I don't. So it just don't work out.
Rob be trying to buy me all them damn snacks.
Yeah, he like, I want no problems. I need you. That's work out.
It was funny. He had bought me a cake, and I was like, I don't even want that. He was like, but it's your week off. But I don't want it. But you wanted it the last 3 weeks. But I don't want it now. Oh, you just gonna have me out here spending money. First of all,
that's women. Sorry, that's women. That's y'all. Y'all are the most wishy-washy people. It's almost like this weather. Like tomorrow's gonna be 57. Today was 70, almost 80 degrees. That's y'all.
Me and God gonna have a conversation tonight because I need him to just make up his mind. Like if he still wants it to be winter, just let it happen. I tell him the facts. If he wants to be spring, let the spring come around.
I think I should make a post up and say, look, women, y'all always mad at your husband saying, we inconsistent. But if my God is inconsistent, his weather, we could be.
No. See, you take stuff too far. Jesus, forgive me.
I got it from my father. Listen, I'm sorry. I got it from my father. It runs in the blood. It runs in the blood. No, that don't work.
No, that's not how that works.
Oh,
so in 5 years, where would you like Fit Church to be?
In 5 years, where Fit Church is going to be.
Speak it.
Yeah, we're now developing an app, and its own standalone app. In 5 years, I want Fit Church to be in every household. in some form or fashion, from your kids to your wife, right? And to that person who wants to be a personal trainer on its own. However it is, I think Fit Church is needed because everybody moves so fast. We do so much. And sometimes we can't get to the gym. And it's okay. You can still have a personal trainer on the go. I want to be your personal trainer in your pocket everywhere. And that's what I want Fit Church to be. You can go on vacation with me, right? It doesn't matter. If you got a phone, I'm with you wherever. And I think in 5 years, everybody will know who and what Fit Church is.
Amen. Amen.
We
Amen.
just did worldwide, by the way. I got three Germany and one London. So
Okay.
yeah,
I want expansion.
I know.
Expansion.
Hey, I don't care if it's 4 people on my paperwork now. I say I'm worldwide. I don't care how you look at it.
And that look, that's how it is. We will tell we are in the top, what is it, 200 podcasts in Romania.
Hey, listen, top 200. That's all you need to say.
That's
Amen.
it. That's it. And we take that and we said, you know what, God, if you want us to get the passports and to go to the Romania, we will sip some wine in Romania.
Amen.
Okay.
Bring me along. Bring me along. So I could get I can get my one person from there too. And then I'll be like, I'm worldwide. You know what I mean?
Listen. we cross countries in here, you know?
Yeah.
So what prompted like your initial like, I'm really going to dedicate myself to any type of fitness? Because I know for me, I was small. So when I was small, I was like, oh, I'm dancing, I'm small, I'm cute. Yeah. I ain't thinking about no gym. I'm not thinking about this. So at what point in your life did you, even with the kickboxing, did you go, oh, dang, let me do this?
There could be a lot of things I could say. I could tell you a bunch of lies. The truth is, when I started the kickboxing studio, it was money, okay, and I seen opportunity, and I thought it was dope, and I have a good personality to teach classes, jump around, and bounce. At that time, when I first had my first kickboxing studio, I was 300 pounds, and everybody who knows me from that side, they'll tell you I was bouncing around like I was 200 because I didn't even realize I was 3. Like, when I got out the Army, I was in the Army for 10 years and did 4 deployments to Iraq. So my lifestyle was always healthy. So when I got home, I didn't want to work out. I'd substitute the work with the eat. And you know what I mean? And I said, I'm going to eat out. So I didn't want to do nothing that had to do with working out until one morning I woke up and I went to hug my wife in the bed. And I hugged my stomach. And I said at that moment that, I'm going to make a change. I went to hug, I'm going to make a change because this is time for me. And when I started Fit Church and just living a healthy life was more because I love helping people. Like, right? Like I used to be a football coach. I was a head coach of a high school. I've done a lot in my life. I'm only 24, ladies and gentlemen, but I've been there for 14 years. So I know, pray for me.
Right.
Yeah. But I used to be a football coach. I love helping people, pushing. So in turn, I decided to push myself first, and when I pushed me, it was what God wanted, right? It was for me to be that weight. It was for me going from skinny Scott to a big guy. And then having to deal with all the same things that everybody else has to deal with and fighting. And then now when I get other people, I can say, I know what I'm saying? I know what you're feeling, but shut up. You're going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that's how all my coaches in Fit Church, if you notice, every last coach I have in Fit Church, they all was big. Their stomachs were slapping their thighs when they do jumping jacks, just like everybody else. When they go down the stairs naked, it sounds like a go-go bag.
No.
No.
Oh, they're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Get you.
No, but all my coaches, and I wanted people that was real, that was not somebody who's already fit, because when you're already fit, that lady come to you and say, these straight leg sit-ups hurt. Like I had C-section, right? I done had a baby, like these straight leg sit-ups hurt. You can be able to communicate with her a lot better than somebody who had abs 18 and they had abs their whole life, right? Like
Right.
they like, shut up, you be all right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and but
Right.
we can relate. We like, I know, trust me. Look, I'm gonna tell you a secret. This is what you do because I had to do it, right? You know, that matters. So that's what I did. That's what I decided.
And I
With-
will say, ladies and gentlemen, the coaches in this program are the absolute best.
okay.
It starts you out with a mothering coach.
Yeah.
Love Crystal. So mothering. She wraps you up. She welcomes you in, and then you go to oh Jesus, I can't remember her name. The next coach, and she's mothering, but she's the mother that's like, I hear you, baby, but do it. You know, okay, but do it. Then that third, by the time you get to that third phase, that's your I call her your B coach. Oh, mm-hmm. Okay. Well, here you go. Let me know when you finish.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
after that, you just get you know what to do. Oh,
Yep.
I'm not about to. I'm not about to do this with you. You're not new to this. So I love it. They are awesome. They are always there. They do a very good job. He has an awesome staff, a very, very good staff, and they do their job very well.
My staff wasn't picked. It was handpicked by God, right? Like every person, I always use the God thing. I know it may sound cliche, but I started realizing what He does in my life. So then I just give Him as much glory as I
You
can.
preach when I say you preach to choir, you
Yeah,
preach to choir.
yeah.
Because this podcast here,
I mean, because
if
we
God
gotta.
ain't did nothing but show
Yeah,
up, we be like, woo, look at God.
he does everything. So why am I playing like because I could have said, I handpicked and I was strategic. Well, I kind of handpicked, but somebody helped me out. You know what I mean? My homie up there, he helped me out. So it was handpicked, and he knew they all came to me and said, "Hey, I want to," and that's what I wanted. I wanted people who was in the program that actually was real and genuine, and then they're loving. Everybody's loving. My staff cries in a heartbeat. We be on meeting calls. I'd be like, here we go. Now y'all messing up my makeup again. This is the third time this week. This is the third time y'all done messed up my makeup. So uh
I cannot.
and it's because they care so much. When you start beating your body down in these groups and you start beating your body down, there's some things that come out, right? Like there's some hurt. There's some days when you working out and it's just you, there's phone, some music, and nobody else is there. And you don't feel like you could do no more. You don't feel like you could do no more. And there's a breakthrough that everybody has. And there's tears. There's times when people have big issues and problems that happen in people's life, and us as coaches, I'm right there. That's what we are. I'm right there. Come on, I'm gonna talk you through it, because I'm this stupid coach that will talk you through it. Well, tell me about it. So, what exercise was you doing? Go ahead and finish it while you're talking to me. Go ahead, because you're gonna get this out, and we're gonna get this exercise out. I could be your therapist for this moment because that's what you need, and I think that's why I said Fit Church will be in everybody's household, because sometimes when you're on your fitness journey, you just need a friend, as a personal trainer, not knocking personal trainers, but they see you 3 times a week, if you got that
Yes,
bag, yeah,
yes,
for an hour, and then they send you home. Uh,
yes. And
yeah,
then they come home, and then to my
yep,
husband, he come
yep,
up and be like, baby, he got one we got a code name for, and I be like, it's so funny because I'm like, leave her alone. Don't do that to her. And I have to coach him
yeah,
so he can
because
go back and coach her.
sure,
So
and
I get it.
but now I'm with you 24/7.
Right.
So because you can't duck me when I get off this call, I'm going through groups. I'm going to go check people out, see what's going
I'm
on.
finished. So, ooh, I did that.
And all my
Okay.
coaches, we in there and we're
I
talking.
love the ways to work today. Okay, I don't hear nothing.
You know, my journey to fitness is still ongoing. Some people believe that I got down to went from 317, which was my highest. I got down to 230, 225, and my wife said my head too big, and she don't want to marry no little boy, so I can't lose no more weight. I said, yes, ma'am. You know, happy wife, happy life.
Like,
You know what I mean? So, but then I had a different goal. I got down to skinny, Scott, and then I had a different goal. I wanted to put on mass and muscle. I was like, I seen my wife one day. She was looking at the Rock a little sideways, and a couple other wrestlers. I said, you know what? You're gonna look at us. You know what I mean? You might look at him, but I'm gonna be on the lineup too. So I said, let me go get some of these muscles. That's all it is. I want to look at this picture. That's all it is. Just some muscles. That's the only difference. That's why I got this beard. Y'all playing.
oh my goodness.
What y'all playing for? My wife one day I see the way she was looking at a couple dudes with beards on. I seen her on TV. I said, okay, so we bearding. All right, you gonna look at us? You gonna look at us, baby? You like beards now? There's nothing to it. I like beard.
This is what we get randomly in our group all the time.
This is
Uh,
that's the truth. That's 16 years of marriage. That's what I am. 16 years.
and that's a blessing in itself, because I promise you, I'll tell anybody, we all get 7, and I'll be like, Jesus.
I reinvent myself in a hobby. My wife's right now. I see her looking too hard at somebody with just a little mustache. Y'all see
Now
me?
you gonna cut it all off.
Hey, that thing be off. You gonna look at me too. That's all I care about. I just care about being in the lineup. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If she start looking at these fat dudes, y'all gonna be like, Sky, how you a trainer and fat? Don't worry about that, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that, sweetheart.
You know what? Surprisingly, there are a lot of overweight trainers.
Yeah.
Someone asked me not too long ago, Michelle, why you don't train? You know, you do all this coaching. I said, well, first of all, I'm not. Anytime I coach, please know that it's out of necessity and not out of want. That's who I am. That's not what I should have been. But I don't want.
But you have the body frame. But you have the body frame. And let me tell you something.
I'm still jiggly. I'm jiggly puff over here.
Don't matter how jiggly. That don't matter. For Fit Church, let me tell you. I told you I'm a disruptor. People want to be involved with people that are realistic. The world right now is going towards everybody's fake. You know how many trainers I see on social media? I put a part. If I see one more girl that went and got a BBL and then turn around and be like, work out with me. Girl, I can't get that. Work me out to the table where you went. That's the only place that I can. What's going on? Like, how do you do that? Like, so people want real. And I want to see my coach is real. Yeah, I want to see, I don't want her to be way overweight or him to be way overweight. But I want somebody who, because you know what that tells you? 90%, or let me give it back, 70% of the United States is overweight.
Mm-hmm.
And they real people. Those 30% are bodybuilders and things like that. That's why I don't count calories for y'all in Fit Church. I don't do count, because that's for, listen, that's not gonna be a lifestyle change. That's not, you're not doing that forever. No, shut up. We're not doing that. I'm just gonna show you how to live a life with it. And I'm doing it. I'm still struggling with my goals every day. Like right now, when you said Wind Down Wednesday, I messed up. I had some wine over here. So I was prepared for the other side, you know? So like, I'm still struggling. Don't get like, I'm still struggling with mine. And that's real. And that's what I want trainers, because sometimes you get intimidated. You know, that girl that's 350 pounds, she's not going in the gym. And she don't want that girl that's physically fit like crazy. She'll be intimidated. Like, I can't get that body. Like that, I can't get that body. So what? She's not body goals for me, but you are body goals. And, you know, that's who, right, Michelle? You body goals. So I'm gonna say it right now. I flirted with the idea of making you a coach.
No, I'm good. No, I don't like
people.
Then we just say, what did I just tell you?
I got you.
Of necessity. I'm not needed. I'm not that nice.
Yeah.
I'm not needed. I'm good. Like we could,
Yeah.
we good.
All
Like that's, but yeah. So that's
I'm hired. It'll probably be in a couple months. Don't worry about it. I'll get you.
So, Chevaun, what have you been doing on your fitness journey?
Oh,
You're here.
I mean, I was gonna be in the background, sip my water, and listen to the conversation, like the rest of our fellow whiners that are non-whining today or whining. I don't know what they doing. They might be whining. If you whining, got congrats. Pop something for me.
Yes,
if it's red, that ain't for me. Because if you've been watching this podcast, you drink anything red.
Actually, not by yourself though. Rob had a glass of wine, so y'all together.
I like red wine. I love red wine.
He did. He had a Pinot Noir.
You know what I'm saying? I love a lot of Cabernet, Chevaun. I love a lot of mine that done in bourbon barrels. I love those.
Oh, he might like what you just had.
The Ratafia.
The Ratafia.
Yeah. So I looked that up. That's a mix. It's champagne and cognac, basically.
Nope.
Stuff.
Can't do it. Nope.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's horrible. I don't recommend it to anybody, but you know.
Yeah. No, I don't like champagne. I can't do it. I can't do it because
you don't really taste the champagne. To me, I tasted the cognac more than anything.
So I don't drink cognac. I don't drink Hennessy. I drink a lot of whiskey and bourbon. That's what I drink. Nice and neat.
Yeah, I don't drink none of that. So my fitness journey, it's been what, 3 months? Okay, well, let's see.
The deep breath.
Since the beginning of the year, I have dropped almost 10 pounds.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I had a very heavy holiday season. All that stuff I was telling y'all about, back in November about get yourself ready, be ready, be ready. I was preaching to not me. Okay, guys. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I said that, but I wasn't living. That wasn't the life I was living. I wasn't living that life. So at the beginning of January, I hopped on that scale, and I knew I wasn't gonna like the number. I knew I wasn't gonna like it. So I hopped on it, and it said 170, and I said, "Oh, now the heaviest I've been before that was 165, and that was too much for me." So, and I'm giving y'all numbers because I'm 5'3" for proportion.
We're the same height.
Right. So if you 5'3", 170, I see you, sis, and you can come down. Let me tell you
that's where I'm trying to be. Like, you my goal.
No, I'm not 170. That's how I started the year.
No.
I weighed myself this morning and I was 161 point.
Talk your talk, bro.
You still my goal. Like, you still there.
I don't have my phone, but I was 161 point. I want to say 0.8, or maybe was I going in the 160s?
You don't understand.
No, I'm lying. I was 160.8. Props to
when
you.
I hit 160 anything, sis, I'm done. Like, I'm going to go get a piece of cake. I'm going to pop champagne, and then I'm going to exercise next week. That's what's going on.
So for me, what I did was, I'm not that person, because they say, women don't want to be the one. I am the one. I'm the one, because I don't care. And if y'all been on this podcast and heard me, you know that I'm combative, okay? I don't care. Like, you gonna be like, yo,
we don't want you turned on and sit church.
You were slacking this week. You right.
I like people like you.
That's it.
Why she's not there.
I did that. You right. You gonna get it together next. You come in. You gonna get it. You gonna get it together next week. I might not. We'll see. That's who I am. But my biggest, because even as a dancer, let me tell you, again, we talked about this before, not really in depth, but if you fellow whiner, Michelle and I have danced in our lives. That's who we are. I didn't want to be if I was going to be the weakest link in the class, I was going to be a strong, weak link. If I'm the weakest in the group, I'm strong. Like, even if they're like, yo, Chevaun's the weak link, you right. Which means anybody that steps in this group now, I am the standard. I am the minimum standard in here. And I hold myself to a certain level. So that's who I've always been. I'm looking at people, and I was dancing with people who were super flexible, and I was like, yeah, that's not my limit. That's not my life. I was dancing with people who, had a whole lot of endurance. I mean, I'm with you, but that ain't really I was good at what I was good at, which was jumping and turning. And I had a bunch of teachers tell me, you should have been a man because you jump and turn. That's great. Can't do that. But my thing for me, I've always held myself accountable. So, and this is why me and one of the directors at one of my dance studios got into it, because ain't nobody else ever gonna hold me accountable but me. So I had to hold myself accountable, and I saw that's 170, and I said, "Oh, what? Huh?" And what I did was, so as y'all know, back last year I was doing a bunch of apps. Now I can't do apps because a lot of the free ones are only good for like 30 days. The other issue I have with apps is that they don't push you to the next level. I feel a lot of them are repetitive, and that the ones that exist now, like, do this 30-day challenge. Okay, if I did this 30-day challenge, why I'm not gonna go back and start at day one on this same level. I should be able to go day one next phase, if you will, or day one next level. There need to be at least 30 levels, because if I'm gonna push me, I'm gonna push me. So you're gonna have to come to where I'm at, because that's me. Like the minute I'm like, yo, I'm motivated, I'm in here. If I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that. Like wherever I am, I'm not gonna move. And if y'all been a part of this podcast, you know that. And that's why Michelle's laughing, because she knows I don't know nobody move me but me. Okay. I literally had a whole come to Jesus moment about being submissive, guys. If you missed that episode, you should check it out.
Look, I'm trying to tell y'all, I know my sister, like I told y'all,
it took me my whole life to get to my epiphany about submission, y'all. My whole life.
Look, I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all know, if you listen to the episode, you heard me tell y'all the story. It's a lot. When I figured out, yeah, this is, I'm gonna have to let her do this on her own. I was like, oh, so that's what we do.
So I built a plan. I built a fitness plan with YouTube videos. I sat down early, like the end of December, because I knew I was going to do this in January. And I was like, that's going to be my goal. That's going to be my focus. I sat down and I researched, like, okay, how many rest days should you have, active rest days, all of this stuff. And I went and I built something that was I could actually do based on my job. My hours are all over the place because I work for a company that's international. And so some days I'm up at 4 a.m. Some days I'm online till I don't start till 8 p.m. certain things. Some days I'm all up in the middle. It had to be something I could do. So I did, like, and I also did it based on a lot of what my old dance schedule was, where I still remember my old dance schedule. Mondays were ballet in Horton. Tuesdays was musical theater and ballet. Wednesday was ballet in Dunham. Thursday was ballet and modern again. Fridays were off. We all thanked God. Saturday was ballet, jazz, something else, then company rehearsal. So I was in the studio from 12 to 8. Like I did it based on that, and that things were repetitive. So my Tuesday, Thursday looked the same. My Monday, Wednesday kind of looked the same. I did add a Friday because I was like, I need to, and I made my active rest. I made yoga, cardio, arms. Yeah, arms, a and I took stuff that I really remember. I still remember. Shout out to Hani. Hello. I know she's probably not listening, but Miss Hani, if you are listening, I still do stomachs and butts, man. That's my go-to. Forever. I put my Michael Jackson on and I do your entire warm-up, and it still gets me right. Because let me tell you, stomachs and butts don't ever get easy, and all it is your own body weight. And it sucks when you've got more body weight. So
yes, yes, it does.
Yeah, it's nothing but my body. And then I went and added resistance bands. I don't know if that was smart or stupid, but I added resistance bands to your stomachs and butts workout. Yeah, okay, it's nice. So that's been my goal.
We're gonna be skinny one day.
So that's been my goal. That's been my fitness thing. But the bigger part of my fitness thing, and I literally just told a boyfriend this the other day, was I'm good with me, regardless of where I'm at, because I feel like you're gonna live. What I realize and what I've noticed about people, especially women, you're gonna live your whole life going, oh, if my butt was just as big, if my boobs were smaller, oh, if my waist was smaller, oh, if this, oh, if this, oh, if this, your whole life gonna pass you by on oh if. And I realized this actually probably 5 to 10 years ago. And I realized it when I saw a picture of me at the beach when I was about 19 or 20. At the time I saw the picture, I think I was like 29, 30. And I was like, yo, my stomach was flat, like flat. But I remember that time because at the time I was always like, oh my God, I got a little pooch at the bottom. Oh my God, my little fupa. Oh my God, like I remember being 19 and being so unhappy with, oh, I got this little pooch. That when I look back at 19 and I'm standing on the beach and I don't, it was a good day as well. But I was like, yo, I was tripping over that. That's what I look like. Like, because I've seen this, I saw this picture at 19. Like, I saw this picture at 20, and I looked at it through the lens of, I'm not satisfied with this. I'm still not satisfied with this. And I was like, yo, unless I'm really to a point where I'm really not satisfied with the whole thing, which is what happened last year, which is part of what kicked me on my fitness journey in the beginning, because I saw me in a sundress, and I was like, who is that whale? No. And that was me comparing me to the old me. My body goals have never been somebody else. My body goals have I changed that. I'll take that back. When I was younger, my body goals were somebody else. As an adult, my body goals have always been realistic to myself. I'm never going to get back to the shape that I was at 19. I wouldn't even want to. I'm not going to lie. I like some curves, people. I like what God has blessed me with. I don't want them to leave. But I also know thickness can be unhealthy. Mm-hmm. And I know that we value it so much in the African-American community, especially about, oh, she gotta be thick. Let me tell you, boobs are heavy. Booty can be heavy. And as you know, Scott said, you get all these BBLs, that's no bueno. Thickness can come with a price, because I was last year, matter of fact, I realized this when we went ziplining for my birthday in Shenandoah. And I saw when we had to get on that scale, and I was like, oh, thick is heavy. And then trying to walk through the forest, I was like, yo, I don't feel healthy. That's been the bigger thing for me.
Yeah, I remember you saying
healthy. That. I didn't feel healthy.
Yeah, I remember, like I said, I remember you saying that. And at that point, I was working out with Robert. So I had started to lose weight. And that was probably when I think then was when I was my goal weight that it is now. And even then I wasn't satisfied. So like you said, you are telling the absolute truth in reference to recognizing, or you being your own goal, but still being realistic about it. I think we all have a picture or something that, as Scott was talking about, skinny Scott, we look at it and we go, wow, I was that small. And then, like you said, you think of your mindset then, and it was, because my thing was my love. I have been the skinniest person with love handles all my life. I have never been it's always been something there. So yes. And then I looked at a picture, your birthday, when I had on the orange at the club. When I had on the orange and black. And
the Huxley. Mm-hmm.
Yes. We were just talking about your birthday. I looked at that picture and was like, that picture of me right there was me healthy, me comfortable. I wasn't the smallest. I had a little fupa, but I was comfortable. And I look at that picture and compare it to the picture, like you were saying, that small picture where you feel like so much stuff was wrong with you, and you were still looking at I'm not meeting the standard. And I compared that picture to the picture of me in the orange. And my mindset in the orange was completely different from my mindset when I was dancing with Culture Shock. I was in San Diego. I was dancing with Culture Shock, and I was the smallest, to the point where now, if I lost that much weight, I would look unhealthy.
And that's the other part is that I remember Huxley because that blue towel, and I was gaining weight in the stomach. I would never want to go back to that. And that's the other part, because the funny part is Huxley, I was like, 26? I don't want to be that size again. I like where I am. My goal for me is like 150 at the lightest. Like if I can do 150 to 155, I would be good. But I don't want to get back to 120, 130, one nothing. Like I don't like in that low. And I know it's also daunting. I think you have to realize that for yourself, because a lot of these apps that I go on, whenever I fill in my measurements anyway, are quick to tell me I'm overweight. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how, Sway? Because again, the BMI, people have already proven that that's not accurate. It doesn't account for muscle weight. It doesn't account for bone density. It doesn't account for genetics. It doesn't account for a lot of stuff. And I'm good because I knew I was going to fill out anyway. If anybody ever looked at my mother or my grandmother, it was going to happen. And they were skinny minis. Like I was a skinny mini way back in their day. And I don't want to be that small again. To me, it became a matter of, I want to be healthy. I want to be able to run up and down the stairs in my house and not get winded. I want to be able to walk
900 stairs.
I want to be able to walk this cruise come July and not be like, I want to be able to enjoy my life without health problems. And like I said last year, for anybody who was watching, the other motivator for me to lose weight was my blood pressure was ridiculous. And I didn't look, because a lot of people, like Scott said about me being somebody's body goal, I had women say to me, girl, you look good. And I'm like, girl, my blood pressure will kill me tomorrow. But even with that, because I remember going to the doctor and to the point of I am who I am, being like, we need to lose weight. Yeah, I know that. But at the point I wasn't motivated. And I remember them also being like, well, do you want to get on blood pressure pills? And I was like, no. And I remember I had one that was like, you could end up in the hospital, or this is really a health thing. And I'm like, no, I know. This is who I am, guys. I'm not telling everybody don't be me.
Don't be her.
Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. But I say that because to me, health comes first, more than any number on a scale, more than any measurement tape. I mean, they're coming down. They're coming down. Now, certain things come down more than I want them to come down. And I'm like, well, hold on. Hold on. I don't want to lose that though. Don't lose that much. I like being my 42. Don't come down to 40. Don't you come to the 40. Took me a long time to be part of the 40-ounce bounce club. Don't you dare take my anyway. But this is the truth, people. I'm being real about who I
am. Okay. Me and Chevaun have always been around the same size. So trust and know. We know. We have to wear brassieres at one point. And then when it got to the point where we had to wear brassieres, we both were like, oh, we got.
Yeah, but I accepted that more than faster than you did.
That's not the point. that there?
I got stories for you, Scott. I got stories.
That wasn't the point. Yes, you told me I was wearing the wrong bra size. I was still wearing a B cup when I was in a double D. Yes, that was me, because I was completely in denial. But did I know that I needed a brassiere? Yes, I did. I just didn't know I needed a bigger one.
Denial. Let me tell you, Scott, I literally came to this woman and I said, I think you a D. Now, because I went to Victoria's Secret and they measured me because I didn't believe I was out the B's. I said, no. And I went to my sister. I said, I'm in a double D, so you probably up here with me. No. Well, you just got big. That's what she told me. Well, you just got big. B word? Really? So then I said, okay. I had a bombshell. I will never forget. I had a bombshell bra. Now, it was supposed to already enhance you to cut sizes. That's just stupid as a D. Like, that's just unnecessary. I don't even know why Victoria's Secret makes them. But I gave it to her because I was like, you just got married. You want a little pizzazz. She's like, oh yeah. Called her a week later. Girl, that bra you gave me is awesome. It's great. I love it. It fits so well. Oh, it fits. Yeah, the fit. Oh, that fits. Mm-hmm. That's a D, baby.
Yeesh.
Oh, okay. Yes. You out of denial? You out of denial drive now? You gonna come on over to reality lane?
Yes. Well, ladies, I wanted to ask y'all a question. I know you both was just talking about your weights, and you were saying, and I love what you were saying, Chevaun, about you're not worried about with the BMI and all of that, because even though you're at a certain weight, y'all know that there's going to come a point in your fitness journey where you're going to have this number that's on the scale that you really want to get to. But I think it got to come to a switch from the scale as we get older to the way you look and feel, right? Because, you know, you can have a little more weight on you and still be healthy in
Mm-hmm.
the right spot, right? Because you're still doing cardio, you're still working out, your heart's still good. But like you said, you may not, because muscle weighs more than fat. So you may not be 150, right? You know, Chevaun, you may not be 150, you may be 156, but body busting. And you're like, hold on. Now, if I lose 6, might mess around and start going into the goodies. If I go into the goodies, if I lose the 6, you know what I mean? So
It's
that's
a
why I always,
balance.
yep, that's why I always tell people, hey, look, early on when you're first doing your thing, look at the scale. But then after a while, if you really start working out, you start just looking at the way you like yourself. What is your body goal that you like? And just concentrate on forming that, build that more than the scale. Because if you build the scale, I know people right now who built the scale as everything and then went down and now asking me, how can I gain weight? Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like I lost my curves, Scott. Ain't nobody tell you to do all that cardio every day. All right, you doing cardio every day, and people keep running. Ladies run from these weights. Keep on running from these weights, ladies. If
That
anybody
let me
wants,
tell you, weights, ladies, that is the truth. My biggest issue. So Michelle always like she want to get her abs back. That's been her goal. If y'all have watched,
I just don't. I went from wanting. I do want my goal weight is in between 155 and 160. That would be ideal for me, like number wise. But the last few months, like Chevaun know, I've been saying, I just don't want to jiggle. I don't care what the number is. I just don't want to. If my stomach tighten up and I'm still 181, then cool. I'm not jiggling though.
and my goal has been my back. So last year, the husband took a picture of me, and I don't even like. I was turned, and I had a back roll, and I said, I don't. My thing for me, I want that flat back. Like I just want my flat back. My stomach can have a little fufa, you know, whatever. I can suck that in. I've learned how to lift up, hold up from
Dance ain't tell you nothing else.
from years and years of ballet.
You
I know
know
how to
how to
lift up, hold up from the front so that it look a certain but the back, I just wanted this. So really, that's why I roll my eyes about arms and backs and doing them workouts, because as much as they're but it works. And so I've seen in 2 months, because 2.5, 3 months, my back is pretty much flat, like again. And that's was my personal goal. Number one was I want my back flat. It got to the point my back rolls were bothering me to the point I wouldn't wear like the bras with the clasp. All of my bras are the long line corset looking, because I was just like, we gotta cover this. I can wear. I put on a regular one the other day, and I said, "Ooh, it's a little, but it's not what it was." And that's from. Let me tell you, I love deadlifts and I love sweeps. I don't know why, but I could do these things all day, or the rows. I like doing rows because I feel it. I even doing this, the flies, they get on my they hurts. But
anything that got to do with my back, them dips.
Yeah, and my triceps, man, they hurt. But I had to find, but that's because my wrists are bad, so I have to do stuff that gets them without putting pressure on them.
Damage my wrists. I had no problems out of my wrist. Out the blue one day, my wrist was just like, yeah, we give up. So now I wear braces and some gloves, and I'm fine. But I blame this on the church. I don't know what I did. I messed up my wrist.
Oh, that's all it is.
That's my wall. And when I get skinny, I'll be like, it was tough. I got proof.
No, but you know, ladies, I hopefully anybody who's watching, especially any female, and a lot of females run from weights. But if you want your body to be formed faster, y'all know that if you do cardio, you can shred. Absolutely. But you know, if you lift weight and you gain muscle burns fat when you sleep. During that time when you're doing cardio, you're burning fat. But when you're lifting weights, as you build in muscle, you're burning fat too while you're in rest mode, which is amazing. Also, ladies, y'all want to keep your little thing, your little wagon dragging. So if you want to keep your wagon dragging, doing deadlift and weighted squats and things like that, they're gonna keep that. If some of y'all is setting low, it's gonna set it up and have it sitting right. Right? It's gonna take
I
it,
don't need
and
nothing.
then you can feel better about your body goals, because some of y'all right now, y'all probably saying, I'm 160, I want to get to, I'm 170, I want to get to 160. That's my perfect sweet spot. But you start deadlifting now, I didn't clean up your back door, and now you're at 165 feeling great. You feeling amazing. You're like, you see these jeans? My jeans went from a size 10 to a size 8, and I only lost 5 pounds. That's what muscle does. That's what muscle does. Muscle will
Yeah,
change.
last night I haven't in a long time. There was the cardio. I did cardio with the white chick that I was telling you about offline once. Right. I did cardio with her, and then right after it, I did 10, 20 minutes, and it's the whole back weight. It's dumbbells. I did a whole thing. That's what got me, because yesterday when I weighed myself, I was like 162 something. This morning I woke up at 160.8, and I knew what it was. I said, yeah, it was cardio in the moment, but like you say, it was the weight lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot wait till you join Fit Church, but we'll talk about that.
You don't want me in Fit Church. You don't want to put me in nobody's group, because I'm a horrible person.
No,
I say this like once a month. I'm a terrible person, guys.
I tell people,
what's crazy?
I'm like, I'm a blessing, but I'm trash too. Like, y'all don't
Like she ain't perfect. You know how hard it is dealing with women? 90% of the business is women. So you know how hard it is. My coaches have to send me, you know how many times in a day that it's like they go to the principal office. They'll call me and say, Scott, let's call so-and-so, because I done told her 3 times and she keep doing the same thing. So now I'm on the phone. I'm the warden. I'm on the phone. Hey, Miss Michelle. I heard you've been. I ain't doing this, Scott. This is stupid. I can't stop. I'm sick of this. You think, like, Chevaun, I enjoy it. You guys make me happy, because it's not about what you're not gonna do. It's about what we about to do, right? Like, so I just be like, all right, cool. Yes, you messed up. It was good, wasn't it? What you eat? I'm with you. What you eat? Tell me what you ate. Oh, so you ate that? You know, that's pretty good. Did you put some sauce on it too? Well, look at you. You ain't that good, girl. All right, so now what we're gonna do tomorrow? Let's just start with tomorrow. We're gonna do tomorrow. We're not gonna worry about
But I wouldn't even call you. You tell me, let some chick tell me I'm not doing it. Well, I guess you ain't gonna get to your goal, are you? Bye, boo. Make your mind up. You decide your commitment to your body and yourself. I'm really not the person.
I'm gonna get you not as a coach. I'm getting you a part of my program.
Yeah, you don't want me as that either, because
yes, that's what I want. I need that. You sounded perfect. You sound like the perfect person. You said like my schedule be all over the place a lot. Perfect. Fit Church. All I need my workouts done by midnight. I don't care how you do it, when you do it. You can do it. You can do start in the morning and finish at night. I don't care. Right? You clearly said, you trying to form your body, you trying to get these goals, but you look at all these workouts and they don't progress. Fit Church has levels. They got levels.
I'm progressing now. I have to be consistent. I also took 2 weeks off because of work. Work was crazy. Yeah, that's why you can hear me in Fit Church, because I'm gonna tell you, for 2 weeks, Michelle can attest, because there was stuff on the podcast. I had to be like, yo, I can't.
I was like, do we need to shift the podcast stuff? Like, her job does get crazy, and I understand there are others like that. But yeah, and
we'll figure it out. Like, the joy is you got a personal trainer with you, so I'm gonna figure it out. You'll be like, look, I can't be in these groups all week. All right, hold on. All right, you gonna eat, right? All right, well, show me what you're gonna eat. That's all. Are you know what I'm saying? You gonna go to bed? All right, before you go to bed, hold, before you go to bed. Just knock out a couple push-ups before you go to bed. Then go on to bed, sis. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Like, that's how the progress starts, right? Because I'm just not gonna let you just die out, then come back in 2 weeks.
That's how he got me. I told you that's how he got me, y'all. I told y'all. I don't know if I told y'all, but I told y'all. I was like, I'm gonna just do orientation. And he said, welcome. I said, wait, I ain't paid you
yet. No, but everybody needs a coach sometimes. You don't need somebody to tell you this is what you're gonna do and you can't do it. Nah. Sometimes you got a life. You got things going on. And fitness.
How many times I tell you that?
Yeah, fitness ain't in the journey. But I'm just gonna be right there next to you, whispering, yeah, hey, you could just give me about 5. You could just give me about 5.
Well, my 35th coming up is enough motivation for me because I'm a summer baby, so I got to be cute this year.
Don't worry
I
about
love
it.
her. I love
I'm
her.
gonna reach out to you. I found your name. I'm gonna look at you on social media. I'm gonna reach out to you, and I'm gonna get you in Fit Church, ladies and gentlemen, on this podcast right now. Be on the lookout for her next time she talks about it. She'll be in Fit Church. Mark my words.
Crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, all in all, what we're saying is your journey to fitness should be more about your health. It's a mental battle. Yes, we know because we all of us have to deal with it, but it's not anything that we can't overcome. Sometimes you need a friend. Sometimes you need a coach. Sometimes you just need that little bit of help, that little bit of encouragement, but you can do it. Whether it's with a program like Fit Church, which I highly, highly, highly recommend, or you sit down and structure yourself like Chevaun has and do it that way. Whatever it is, if it's one day at a time, do one day at a time, because sometimes it's, for me personally, it's 1 minute at a time. So it's one meal at a time. It's one craving at a time. And that's why it's called a journey. So while you're on this journey, yes, you're going to have struggles, you're going to have battles, but you're going to have success. You're going to have, moments and rejoice. You're going to have emotional moments of both happiness and sadness, because it's a journey, and the life journey itself brings us all of that. So why would our fitness journey be any different? And on this journey, just remember one thing: it didn't take you one night or one meal to get to where you are. So it's not going to take you one night or one meal to go back or to hit your goal. And if you keep that in mind as part of your motivation, hopefully with everything else that I've said, it helps. It's really important, especially for us, to be here for our families, our loved ones, our friends, and just being here is a huge part of life. We need one another, so let's encourage each other to be healthy in this journey of life, and in this journey of fitness. Chevaun, do you have any lasting wrap it up words?
I would just say love yourself through it all. Even when you get frustrated, even when you get annoyed, even when whatever. Remember that this is about you. So love you first. And that's really all I got. I mean, I think that all of that will come, and you'll be able to be more forgiving with yourself if you love yourself where you happen to be that day. If you woke up, if you know you ate trash, because I'm this person, the past weekend, and so you weigh yourself on Monday and that scale is honest with you about what you did, own it. Love yourself, be honest with yourself, and be kind to yourself. So that's what I got.
And Scott, any last words that you would like to tell the masses?
I love what you just said about the journey. I would say enjoy the ride. All right, like that's my number one thing I tell people in part of Fit Church. Like you said, it's a journey, but enjoy it. I don't care if you lose 1 inch, you lose 1 pound today. Hey, listen, I don't care if you twerk it out real quick, shake it out, dance it out, beat your feet, whatever you need to do. You enjoy the ride. I always do the analogy of when you drive from Maryland all the way down to Florida, you're gonna stop with the kids and look over at the law, all the stuff. What is it called as you go down the road? And
Like
soon as you
seeing
get
all
attractions.
Yeah, all the attractions, right? You're gonna see it all. You enjoy the ride. That's stupid just to close your eyes and don't enjoy every moment, because there's going to be a moment where that scale not gonna move, where you're gonna mess up, or that scale's gonna go up. And the only thing you gotta hold on to is those days when it was good, to remember that it can be good. So, and just enjoy the ride. Thank you, ladies, so much for having me on the show. Both you ladies are amazing. I did want to tell Chevaun, I didn't get to say it because you was talking, but you are dope for creating your own program. That is dope, and that is amazing. And congratulations on your 10 pounds. You should go twerk it out.
I don't
Okay,
twerk.
ladies.
I can't twerk, but I you know, I'll,
I took a twerking class. We should take one. We should do that. We should do that. We should get a group of girls together and do that. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up. Y'all know I'm good for the digressions. This wraps up another wonderful episode of A Little Something to Whine About with your host, Ty Michelle.
and Chevaun Camille.
Be sure to subscribe, like, comment. We love to hear, what are you doing on your fitness journeys? What's the hardest part? Is it drinking water? Or is it snacking? Or is it just completing an exercise? We like to hear all of these things. We like talking to people for a whole lot of different reasons. So just don't be afraid to comment below. Hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram at A Little Something, the number 2, Whine About. And as always,
There's nothing wrong with a little wine.
and thank you to Scott for coming on the podcast. We will definitely be having you again. We truly, truly appreciate it. Toodles, everyone.
Thank you for whining with us on this episode of A Little Something to Whine About. Be sure to whine with us every Wednesday for more fun, more laughs, and of course, more wine.